Well, hello everyone.
Hi,
This
Mike.
is
Hi, Mike.
Mike Fleet. I'm the Deputy CEO at Metropolitan Group. This is the first of our podcast episodes, and we're excited to have our new joiners join us today to talk a bit about their experience with Metropolitan. So let me introduce the two of you. We have Jonathan, we have Mohsin.
Yeah.
And I believe both of you 2 or 3 months with us now in the business.
That's correct.
And what's great to know is that you've come from a highly experienced and successful background, and yet you decided to come to us. You know, one thing that is super important to Metropolitan is that we are the top 3 best employer in the United Arab Emirates. And that's kind of one reason why we're doing this podcast, to let people know about that, to help them see, you know, what it's like when they join us, and for people to be successful once they come to Metropolitan. So talk to us a little bit about some of your first and early things that you've experienced since joining us.
I mean, for me, it's been absolutely fantastic. The minute I walk through the door, everyone is friendly. You know, there's all different nationalities, all different cultures, and everyone gets on. You know, there's that support there. It's the opportunity there. You can see people are very, very driven. They're successful people, and you kind of want to strive to be as good as them, or if not better.
I think it's been extremely exciting for myself joining Metropolitan. I can clearly see now why they were voted one of the top 3 companies to work for. The support has been absolutely crazy. The infrastructure is amazing, and it's just a super fantastic place to work, to be honest.
It feels like there's a department for everything.
And it's not just about back office support. We've also got some great training programs in place.
And what we have at our disposal just on our systems is crazy. You can go see scripts, you can get all the marketing material. I'd highly recommend it to anybody, you know, to constantly keep up with their training after 6 months a year.
And you mentioned about the offices. You know, I'm pleased to say that we've got now 100,000 square feet of new office space across 5 locations in the UAE. So exciting times.
The office is amazing. You know, you go up there, you can see the palm. You know, makes your day. You wake up to
it's a hell of a view, right?
Yeah,
it's
it
great.
is.
Hell of a view. What is it that you love about real estate and real estate in the United Arab Emirates?
You meet so many different people, and people in so many different backgrounds. You know, I work with a sheikh in Bahrain, for example.
Cool.
Back in the UK, that would never happen.
No.
Yeah, there's closed doors. Whereas here, it's very much open doors. If you want to enter those doors and speak to these people, you can. You know what I mean?
Just dare to try, and it's going to happen.
Yeah, every day is different as well. You know, you don't know who you're going to talk to and what that is going to become and what deals are going to come from that.
I think, look, getting down to it, the potential for uncapped earnings is amazing.
Yes.
You know, you wouldn't get this opportunity, frankly, anywhere else in the world. You know, you could potentially do 1-2 deals and you've made more money than you'd ever make back doing a normal job back in the UK or,
100%.
you know, in Australia. So it's, for me, that's a massive plus as
it's
well.
a life-changing.
100%.
If you really go for it, it can be life-changing.
Yeah.
About the market here, tell us how you see the market over here in the United Arab Emirates and particularly Dubai.
Yeah, I just think it's gone from strength to strength ever since COVID. You know, me and John have been here since the start of COVID, and we've just seen it improve year on, and it just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. So I do see, a stable and growth over the next couple of years. So,
and if I'm being honest at the moment, what we're seeing is that we've got the clients, but it's getting the projects, because the projects sell so quickly, you know, particular developers. So we're facing that challenge. It's not the other way around, which is an amazing place to be. You know, it's an amazing role reversal to be in, if you know what I mean.
Yes. And one of the benefits with us is with Metropolitan is the strong relationships and connections we have with the developers.
Yeah, well, we were at a launch a couple of weeks ago, the District 1 West for Nikhil. And, you know, it's just crazy down there, people camping out, you know, overnight. And that's what we do for our clients, to make sure they get the unit.
So it's not all glamorous.
It's not all glamorous,
It's not all glamorous, right? But
no, definitely not.
But the payoff is there, and it works out at the end. Okay, so let's ask, if you had a magic wand, what would you like to see better or different with real estate?
We live in the 21st century now. You know, we've got the internet, and things can become more fluid. I think what we're seeing, the less glamorous sides of particular launches, what we just mentioned, can be a bit more kind of organised.
Yes.
I've
seen the video footage. I've seen the photos. A bit disorganised sometimes, right?
And don't get me wrong, it's.
I think especially with the Dubai government now putting further regulations involved in the real estate market, I think it just makes it safer for investors to start investing here now in Dubai. So.
Yes. So just let's look back a bit. Talk to me about how it felt when you made your first big deal.
Oh, it's always nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I think there's many agents in the market that see this as a quick win, quick money. For us, it's not. It's hard work. We want to make sure that they're getting the best service, the best advice. And when you put in that hard work and then it comes to fruition, then great. You know, you feel really good. And I say it's nice to have that money in your pocket, and you can treat your family and invest in yourself. And, you know, it's,
I think, you know, the first ever big deal you do kind of takes off a lot of pressure off you as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And but I mean, in terms of Metropolitan, our first deal was done within 3 weeks of us joining.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
And it came through as a lead.
Fresh company lead?
Yeah, company lead. And
on a relatively small project, you know, nothing kind of sizable.
Yeah. Me and John started speaking to the client together. They were a family from North Africa, a French family.
Yep.
They've been based there for over 100 years. But what ended up happening was they ended up buying over 35 million dirhams worth of property with us.
Wow.
And
the whole family started buying. So it started from one single contact, and it's grown into a whole family affair. Wow. And they're still buying from us now, which is amazing, which is testament to what we put in. You know, we work very hard. And
it's not just... The biggest purchases they made were on the off-plan market, but they're also buying secondary, and just having, you know, our systems in place where we can go on and see. I mean, we've got a huge amount of listings at Metropolitan.
Yep.
Some of our agents have got 70, 100 listings.
Yeah,
cool.
And being able to reach out to those agents and get something efficiently, quickly in return, the information we need, has been fantastic for us.
I mean, what's exciting about the story you just told is you joined our company, a fresh new lead pops into your CRM, you make contact, and suddenly we have repeat business, probably a client for life.
Yeah, 100%,
you know, based on the work that you're putting in.
Without a doubt.
Okay, so how do you see your career going with Metropolitan?
I long and prosperous.
Yeah. Long and prosperous.
Live long and prosper.
Why not?
I just think it's going to be going from strength to strength, to be honest. You know, I wouldn't want to work for any other company, and I've only been here for a short amount of time at Metropolitan, but I can already see myself being a veteran here within 5-10 years. So.
Wow. Yeah. That makes me truly feel good, because you know what's super important to me and to the board and to our leadership team is that we stay being a great place to work, the greatest place to work. So number 3 right now, number 1 next year, that's the plan. And it's with people like you joining us and doing well and wanting to stay that help us get there. Thank you for that feedback. No. Okay, so what would your advice be to someone thinking of joining Metropolitan? You know, they're doing well where they are already, but they're thinking about joining us. What would be your advice?
I think if you're driven and you're hungry and you're hardworking, then don't waste any time. Get yourself over here.
Get on and do it.
You know, literally, do not waste your time. Get here.
I just think the industry here is fairly cutthroat, and there's some fantastic agents out there who are not making the most of their potential because of the company they work for.
Yes.
Whereas if you came to Metropolitan, you would get your full potential.
We have high standards at Metropolitan.
Yeah,
of course.
You know, you do need to be driven. Yeah. You do need to be organised and have structure and daily routine.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have those things and they come to you naturally, with the platform that we put in place of support, sky's the limit.
100%.
Like you said. What qualities do you think make the best real estate agents?
I think first and foremost being hardworking and driven.
Yes,
and I think communication is key. You know, you got to have good communication skills. You need to know how to approach different types of people and the best ways to approach them.
Just to give an example, we had a client who we went to show a villa for.
Yep.
And he came with his family. It was a fantastic viewing. But at the end of the viewing, he asked me and John, do you think it's a good deal? And we both honestly told him we don't think it's a good deal. But the fact is, 2 days later, we ended up finding him another unit, which we told him was a good deal, and he closed on that.
Yeah. Because he would have respected that you advised. Yeah. You're an advisor, not just a salesperson, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And now he's referred family and friends. So
there
it's, it pays dividends. Yeah, without that. It's honesty and integrity.
Now, you mentioned, there's some dishonesty out there. What would you say are some of the worst tips or traits that would come from some of the agents you've come across in your time?
I mean, I've heard agents say, don't worry about the paperwork, we'll have a look at that later. So,
no need to worry about the paperwork, just sign here.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, as a good agent, as an honest agent, you should be going through every aspect of the paperwork with the client.
Yeah, you're guiding them through the process. And there's times where there's other factors. It's not just the property price. There's other fees associated, and other agents they'll hide it or they'll mask it.
Better to be transparent, open, honest.
Yeah, definitely.
I've had some agents, refer to certain areas as they think you could make money in every area in Dubai, but that's not the case. There's certain areas where I would advise to a client would be more beneficial than this area. So
market knowledge and product knowledge, super important as a sales agent, right? I'm kind of involved with the training side of things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, like you say, at least twice a day, we've got developer trainings taking place.
But that is part of the job. You need to know your product and you need to believe in it and you need to know it well to give the advice.
For me, I think the biggest thing that I've learned at Metropolitan since starting is improving my product knowledge. To give an example, we had a meeting with Ohana developers a couple of weeks ago.
We're exclusively working with these guys, right?
Me and John had never ever heard of them.
Yeah.
And when we went down to their site where they're building, I think we both fell in love straight away.
It's paradise. It's
amazing. Beautiful.
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
I mean, I haven't seen water that blue ever, to be honest.
Literally.
Wow.
Yeah. And we ended up taking 2 lots of clients down there. Yeah. And they've now both of them have now put down EOIs for future projects with Ohana, which is,
Tell me about the wildest, most kind of surprising deal that you've managed to close in your career so far.
I think
we can both think of this.
Or maybe you did it. What I love, by the way, I can really sense the chemistry, the teamwork that you guys have developed together. So tell us about that deal.
I mean, John initially reached out to a client via LinkedIn. I think it shows that you need to be proactive in every aspect here.
Not just wait for leads to
come
into CRM. You find your own leads.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And there was, I think, maybe 4, 5 or 6 Zoom calls with the client. We were talking about multiple units with one particular developer that we really sold to them, to be honest. And
we believe in them. They're good.
Yeah, absolutely, And they ended up flying us out to Serbia, Belgrade.
Wow.
For a weekend, and we got there on the Friday. On the Saturday there was a storm, like a full-on storm, hurricane,
hailstones, you name it. We're like, oh my god, what's going on?
And you hadn't seen hailstones for a while.
No.
And we were
living
outside,
here.
And we were outside the safety of Dubai. We're like, what is going on? Literally, it was like.
And then we couldn't get hold of the client Saturday morning. We were supposed to meet on Saturday, and the storm happened. Everything calmed down, and they ended up reaching out to us a couple hours later. We went to eat at a super nice restaurant, and they actually ended up closing with 10 apartments with that developer.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow. Yeah. And everyone,
we're still in good contact with them.
All expenses trip to Serbia.
Yeah, it was good. We had fun, didn't we?
Hailstones, fun, business,
couple of beers.
Why not? We're gonna do a bit of an activity now. I don't think you know about this.
Okay.
So we're gonna put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna play Spin the Wheel.
Spin the wheel. Okay.
Nothing too risky, by the way.
Okay.
No kissing.
No kissing. No, we're gonna keep it professional.
Okay.
Keep it business-like, but we're gonna have fun with it.
Okay. Fantastic.
So what we're gonna do is spin the wheel. I'm gonna pass you the device.
Yeah.
You're gonna click and spin the wheel. It's gonna land on a celebrity.
Okay.
Okay.
And we want you to tell our viewers how you would convince them to buy a property.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right?
Okay.
So just think about that. I know it's a bit on the spot. So let's start with you, Jonathan.
Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum.
Oh my gosh.
No pressure there. Right. No pressure there. I think I'll be grovelling at his feet to start with. Literally. Literally curtsies and all sorts. No, it'd be an absolute honour to meet him.
Of course
and,
it would, yes.
I'd be very, very professional. I would be myself.
And I think that'd
I'd
probably
be
be
very
enough.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he'd appreciate the fact that
Definitely.
you're being yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'd be a bead of sweat.
There definitely would be. Yeah.
But if you
I'm sweating thinking about it. I'll pass it over.
Right, Mohsin.
Okay, perfect.
Who's going to be your
Okay, let's have a look.
spin the wheel celebrity?
Amazing leader, Nikita.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. Bead of sweat once
Yeah, of
again.
course.
Are these rigged, Mike? Literally.
Wow.
Our CEO. Firstly, I think he's an amazing individual. It's inspiring reading about his history. I mean, the fact he established the company in 2008.
Yes.
And how old was he? 19, 20?
Very young.
You know, and he's built such a fantastic
Phenomenal,
company.
yeah. Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
fair play to him. He's done amazingly, and it is inspiring. So, I think, you know, for him, I'd have to show him something where he could maybe unwind on the weekends. Somewhere.
probably needs that.
Yeah, I can
I
imagine
can
so.
imagine,
You
yeah.
know, I see him in the office every day,
Yep.
which is rare to see from a CEO, that they come in every day and work extremely hard and, you know, make a relationship with everybody from every aspect in the company.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about being with Metropolitan is the leadership team. The door is open.
Yeah,
You know, treating everyone with respect.
yeah, absolutely.
On the ground, visible
definitely.
leadership, and that's that's the reason why I love being with Metropolitan. Reporting to Nikita is a pleasure. We have to work hard.
Yeah,
we have to get
course.
things done.
Yeah.
But the rewards are there,
Yeah.
and feedback and recognition is there. That's
Nikita, somewhere on the beach, I think would suit you. Somewhere where there's not that much traffic.
Ohana?
Let's get him in Ohana. True.
Yeah. In fact, I think I saw a picture of him at Ohana the other day. So
We'll have a word with him later.
Yeah. Somewhere to unwind, somewhere to enjoy
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
quiet time.
yeah, I can imagine so. So
Brilliant. So we got the shake and we got the CEO,
Yeah.
all in one shot.
Yeah,
and that literally wasn't set up. That
No,
was spin the wheel. I'd like to say it's been an absolute pleasure.
no,
Thank you
vice
very much.
versa.
Yeah,
honestly.
thank you for having us
You
on
know,
the
you've,
first podcast. It's an
You've got
honour.
some great energy, guys.
thank you.
I can feel it, and I know the viewers will feel it,
Yeah.
and definitely your clients feel it too.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining
No, thank you
the
so much.
podcast and
Yeah.
being with Metropolitan.
Thanks for having us at Metropolitan. Yeah, thank you.
It's
Cheers.
a pleasure, genuinely. So
Thank you very much,
Thank you
guys.
very much.
thank you so much, Mike.
Cheers.